I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. That piss poor effort. Total letdown. I don't even have the energy. I don't even have the energy to talk about these bums tonight. Because that's what they are, man. This team, and it's time for me to keep it a buck. I'm tired of this team is not good, man. Let's just keep it a buck. They're not good. We're wasting our time going into the playing game. We're wasting our time. We're wasting our time talking about playoffs. We're wasting our time talking about a 6th seed, an 8th seed. Let's be real here. We are not a good team. And if people scared to say it, don't worry, because I'll say it. We're not a good team. We're not. We are trash. I'll say it if don't nobody else want to say it. We are garbage. I don't even have the energy tonight. So this post-game live is not going to be, it ain't going to be too long tonight, family. It's not going to be too long tonight because what I just saw on my TV screen was unacceptable. Unacceptable. How you think you competing for a championship? How you think you a top 4 team and you can't even beat the freaking Detroit Pistons? This team is not good. We are not good, and I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to keep saying it. It's not unfair to say we are a bad team. You know how I know we're a bad team, Caden? Look at our record, Caden. Look at our record. We're below 500. That means we're not a good team. Who thought they was compete for chip or top 4? I don't know what you talk about, Joe Jetta. I need English, pimp. I need English. Langston said it wasn't even that they lost, it's how I lost. You cannot, okay? You cannot give these bad teams hope and opportunity. And we continue to do that. We don't come out and play focus against bad teams. It's the same crap all the time. Who thought they was top 4 or competing for a chip? Did you? You got that right? I did. I don't know. What did you think, Joe Jetta? That's exactly what I think when the season started. That's what every team in the NBA thinks, that they have what it takes. If you don't have what it takes, Joe Jetta, then why the fuck is you even playing? Why are you even out there to lose? I didn't know players came out there to lose, pimp. John and Bokey. Hell no. You better put them all in there, bro. All of them was garbage. Garbage. I put it on all of them. Can't none of them dudes go to the podium and say shit. They all effed up. Every last one of them went in there and fucked and tricked off the game, bro. Every last one of them. So I know people gonna go, well, I could point out something for every last person.
Yo.
Tricking off the game.
Yo, I got this shit written down, dog.
It's a goddamn shame, bro. It's a shame.
And you know the coach ain't off this either, because he messed up, like who he had in at the end, like everything, like why, Cade Cunningham had 5 fouls way early in the fourth quarter. How come we couldn't foul him out is beyond me, but I
Because
put this game on Bogey. Everybody's going to put it on Trey and whatever. But when Trey's off, he just becomes a good point guard. Like we have other players that should be hitting shots, and there was way too many open shots early on in the game by Bogey. They could have just put their lights out, and they weren't hit. They just were not hit.
Man,
and that's just the bottom line.
Man, listen. F this team, bro.
Nah, I'm not there yet, though.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
I'm gonna tell you hungry team, blah blah blah, and all that stuff.
I'm gonna tell you what people gonna do. They're gonna come in here and point out this and that. Let me tell you something, man. Like I said, I did a pregame video,
it's
man.
the heart that they ain't got.
I did a pregame video, and I say this all the time. You don't know which Hawks team is gonna show up. I say it all the time. And guess what? I said it. I put up a video. I said, this team is known to play down to their opponent, i.e. San Antonio, when we got blown out by a team 15 games under 500 on our home court. Listen, they tricked off this game.
I'm going to go ahead and say it too. Gallo over Collins all day long for me now. That shot in the corner, I mean, that just would have been money in the bank with Gallo. I mean, like, it's just, there's just times that you got to hit shots, man. These guys are professionals. These guys need it. Like they're in 8th. They're fighting for playoff seeding. Them not hitting open shots when they do the play right, I just can't stand for it. All the other shit is fine. Everything else, that's basketball. But when you run plays and you got the professional guys and they're taking the open shots like Bogey and Collins in the corner late, they got to hit these shots. And everybody's going to put it on Trey. And I think Trey's allowed to have a bad game here and there. I mean, he's a superstar. It happens. Don't worry about that.
No. Fuck that. 5 for fucking 20 and shooting them fucking long ass threes.
He deferred the ball to Hunter.
5 for 20. Let me tell you what he shot from 3. 2 for 7. Let me tell you about your boy Bogey. 2 for 11 from 3.
Bogey was the one, though. Bogey is paid to shoot.
2 for 11.
Bogey is paid to shoot.
Hunter, 4 for 10.
Wait. This is not on Trey, though, is what I'm saying. It's like, it's on everybody. It's on the whole team. Yeah, Trey was off, but this is the type of game that you need your number 2 or number 3 to pick you up. This is the whole point of it.
No, this the game. This the game where you pay a dude $200 million and he 5 for 20.
He a point guard. He's a point guard. He's 6'1". Late in the game, he can't affect the game. That's why we need a fucking post presence.
5 for 20 and coming down and shooting these. He can't hit nothing. When does he understand he doesn't have it?
He's a superstar. I want him shooting. Dude, what is wrong with
5 for 20. I don't understand.
Bad. It was bad.
I don't see what
we
you
have
don't
other
understand
players
about this. Hold up. Let me tell you about the other players.
Yeah, okay? Let's get into them. And why wasn't Double O in the game late? If Trey is off and you know you're going to get offensive rebounds, why is Double O not in the game?
Well, you got to talk to Nate.
Yeah, let's talk to Nate.
You need to talk to Nate about that. But at the end of the day, this is the same crap that goes on every time we play a team we think we better than. This ain't new. So you can come in here and you could pick and choose, well, this dude should have did this. Bro, it's the same crap all the time, bro.
I hear you. We should have found a way to win this game. This game particularly, we should have found a way to win. You have to find a way. Hey, pat them on the ass afterwards and say, good fucking game, little guys. Y'all are going to get there. But we got to win this fucking game.
We play down to our opponents. It's all the time, bro. That's why I keep saying it. We are not a consistent basketball team. In general, we just not consistent. Let me change that. We're not consistent with good habits. We consistent.
Exactly.
We consistent with stupid, low basketball IQ plays. This is the exact same thing that happened in a San Antonio game. We downplay the opponent. We don't put them out their misery. We don't come out, punch them in the mouth. We let them hang. Now they got confidence. The only difference is San Antonio just took it to our ass to another level and blew us out on our own court. These dudes, we still had an opportunity to win the game. Still had an opportunity. But these guys failed to, one, play defense once a freaking again. Easy buckets. Detroit getting easy buckets. They wasn't working for nothing tonight. Easy money. We soft, man. And if people scared, I ain't scared to say it. We a soft-ass team. We a bunch of good guys. We a bunch of helping the other team off the floor type dudes. We don't have a killer mentality. Like, we should be out there disrespectful to a team.
So
like
why we didn't keep Cam? This is the only reason why I was pissed off about the Cam Reddish trade. Is like, okay, Cam's upset about shit. He's got an attitude. Keep him. He's still 6'8" and fucking has a silky jumper. Like, why we just gave him away for Knox, who's never gonna play? Like, it baffles me. It baffles me, man.
Well, you better talk to your GM.
Yeah,
I mean, and you got to talk to Cam.
We were pissed off about it beforehand because we knew we could have. We had raised John Collins, a 19th pick, to the best that he could. We could have traded him with a package deal and gotten a number fucking 2, and we wouldn't be in this mess right now.
We always gonna be in this mess. We always gonna be in it. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Lou. This ain't new. That's why I say it. We play down. You don't know when we play a losing team. You don't know who's gonna show up tonight. That's why I say it. It's a team. It's a team thing. Them players, they come out and act like they don't respect the other team, but they don't show it on the court that they don't respect you. They show it by they come out and say, you know what, we don't respect these guys. So guess what we're gonna bullshit around with these dudes.
Isaiah Livers didn't respect us.
Instead of just putting them out their misery.
Isaiah Livers didn't respect us. He's the reason why they won this game, really, because he's the one that kept them in this shit. Shooting shots that he shouldn't have been shooting. Who is Isaiah Livers?
I don't know, but I was watching the Detroit Pistons version of the telecast, and when he hit that 3, he hit one of them threes. I can't remember which one. It was in the fourth quarter, though. And the you know how like the color commentary team usually got like one former player and then a real play-by-play guy. Mm-hmm. The basketball guy, I couldn't tell who it was by his voice. He was saying
it's Greg something.
Yeah, Greg. It ain't Greg Monroe, is it?
It might have been. It was Greg something for sure.
Oh, he said that Isaiah, whatever his name is, he's glad that his teammates are trusting him. No, he said Cade Cunningham is trusting him now. So he probably a young player trying to, he getting his feet wet, trying to get a job up in here, you know what I'm saying? But,
they're a young team, man. They look good. Like, they're a young team. We should have beaten them.
We tricked off this game, bro.
Yeah, we lost this game. They didn't win this game. We lost this game.
And when you're a superstar, just like you get all the accolades, you're going to get the blame, especially when you do what Trae Young did tonight. He was terrible. It's no other words around it. Terrible. Okay. Where
old
was
school.
Huh?
It says old school hug where you have to cover up the A and shit.
He was so bad when the clock went off, he just walked out. He just walked off the court. He knew he was terrible. He probably was thinking, damn, now I gotta go and answer these questions at the press conference on why we tricked off this game.
But you know what? He deferred late. Like he's a point guard,
He
like
had no
when it comes
choice,
to it,
bro.
he can still be effective.
He had no choice. They was on his ass, bro. They was on his ass.
But we did good. Like, we were fine. Like, we got all the shots we wanted. We just don't have the effective enough players to make the shots. We got scrubs playing.
Bro,
we got John Collins as a scrubs. Bogan
John Collins was your most efficient shooter, bro.
I don't care.
He was your most. So don't talk about shooting and then try to downplay when he was 7 for 13.
I want winning plays. I don't give a fuck about your percentages, my man.
Well, stop talking about shooting and then how you gonna talk about?
The only person I talked about shooting with was Bogey. He gets paid to shoot.
You just said
what'd you say? 2 for 11.
John Collins, wasn't good, and I'm telling you, he was your most efficient shooter tonight.
He was scared to shoot several times, and he passed the ball off because probably he didn't want to fuck up his percentages so he can get paid or something.
Well, maybe, you know what? Well, maybe Trae Young ass should have did that shit instead of going 5 for fucking 20. How about that?
I'll give you that. Trae had a shitty game.
How about the dude making $200 million play smart basketball? How about that? How about we play some defense on the perimeter and stop allowing these teams that have field goal? I mean,
listen, Trae as a point guard was still effective tonight. You got to understand that. As a point guard, he made his money.
Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something, man. He wasn't effective tonight.
14, how can you say that? He got most of our shots. Most of the shots came off of his penetration.
39 minutes.
We had open shots. We had open shots. How many hockey assists did he have that people just tricked off, as you say? I mean, what do you want the boy to do? He's 6'1". He can't take over a game like a fucking dominant player.
When you get paid, when you sign a $200 million contract, that tell me you're supposed to take over game. What are you talking about? Okay. You telling me a max player is not supposed to take over the game?
He knew he was off, and he could still be effective. No.
Answer my question. Answer my question.
I'm telling you.
A max player. So a max player.
I was comfortable with him taking the shots that he took in fourth quarter. If he makes them, we win. Period. But he didn't.
He didn't.
So we have a number 2 and a number 3 that we need to start blaming because most of the times he hits those shots. So they got to carry his ass. Come on, man. It's Detroit. Get the fuck off of Trey's nuts, man. Come on. This night is on John Collins, Bogey, and fucking Nate Robbins or Nate fucking our coach. Come on, man. Give Trey a fucking night off.
5 for
He's 20. A point guard. He was effective as a point guard. Analyst, help me out. Where am I at?
5 for fucking 20. And you want to give him a pass. If anybody else on this team was 5 for 20, you be calling for their job. But I know a lot of y'all. Go ahead, analysts. I know a lot of y'all scared to criticize Trae Young.
He passed the ball to Hunter, and Hunter hit that 3, and we got within 3 points. Who made that shot? He's a point guard. He was an effective point guard.
Bruh, that's my point. He made a 3. And we got within 3 to one of the worst teams in basketball. We shouldn't even be in that position.
You're right.
And we over here talking about
the hit shots. We ain't in that position.
We over here talking about the playoffs.
Well done. But listen, I'm serious. Do
you really think this team right now can compete with the top teams in the West and the East? Do you really believe that?
I think in a series, yes. Because we have a proven player in Trae Young. Yes.
We are not good. That's why our record says we are 2 games under 500.
This is a lack of leadership, and I blame Nate. I blame GM. I blame them not making the moves that they needed to make to be effective this year.
Let me hear you say I blame Travis Schlenk because he's the one who makes
the move. I blame Travis Schlenk. I forgot his name, but that's who I blame the most. He should have packaged off. He should have known enough to package off John Collins with one of these young guys and all these assets to get a real CJ McCollum or something. Snatch something up.
Who, bro? And get who? Who was available?
Doesn't matter. There were player movements last year. Come on, I can't recall all that stuff right now.
Bro, I went over this already, man. Travis Lee he was never going to move Collins, bro. He never was going to do it.
He should have considered it.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. I think John Collins' agent and Travis Schlenk had a deal set up. Why you think, bro? Have you ever seen a young player in the final year of his deal sacrifice for the freaking team? Are you kidding me? That's how I knew something was up, bro. And then your general manager comes out and says it at the end of the season. Oh, well, we know John really sacrificed a lot for the team. I knew he wasn't going to trade him.
I didn't, man. I really thought he was working something.
No, bro. I knew he wasn't going to trade him. I knew it. And as soon as that trade deadline came and went, I knew he was going to get mad. Whatever Collins wanted, I knew he was going to get it once that trade deadline passed. I knew it was going to happen.
I think honestly, Nate has been the biggest disappointment. The guys are the guys. We've seen them for 3 years now. We thought we had a leader in Nate, and he butchered it. Like whatever they've done, maybe him and Travis ain't getting along because of the moves made, or he wasn't listened to, or it took too long to sign him, or whatever it was. This year has just been a complete mulligan. Like everybody just took it off. Like Trey saying he's bored by the regular season already by the 12th game. Fucking, that was the downfall right there to me. Like, it's just like, come on.
The team, I like Nate. If
I like it too.
if I'm Travis, right? I'm telling Nate, get your son off my freaking off my staff and get a proven offensive-minded assistant coach so we can set up a real offense. Because like I said, I've been saying it in these post-game lives. I've been saying it. We and I don't even know how we the number 2 offense, but we are so easy to defend. The defense should never get tired on us because we stand there. We stand around. And I think the first thing we need to add into the game is we need to get Trey moving off the ball.
No doubt. I agree with that.
Because no matter where he goes, he commands attention. As soon as he grabbed the ball, he
learns how to use that for everybody else. But here's the thing. They got to hit shots. They still got to hit shots.
I mean,
my man made incredible hockey passes to where the guys were wide open.
We can hit shots.
In the middle of the shot, rhythms. They just didn't hit the shots tonight. They just didn't hit the shots tonight. We played terrible on the road. Whatever it is, we just got to get into the playoffs because I think in the playoffs, we're still a dangerous team. And I think it'd be ridiculous for you not to look at us and say that we got no shot.
We're not dangerous, bro. I'm sorry to tell you that.
Okay, we still won 6 out of 9. I know that. And I think if we get back on the winner, I think this is a match. This is a maturity issue. This is a leadership issue. We had the game right there so many times given to us. This is a not taking it issue. Like you said, maybe we have too many guys that help people off the floor. Like we have too many nice guys. I can agree with that. But whatever it is, this is an attitude thing, man. In basketball, they didn't win this game and they could have.
Bro, 2 words for our effort tonight. 2 words. No, 3 words. We freaking stink. Okay? I don't know. Let me tell you one thing about good teams, man. Good teams beat bad fucking teams.
No matter what.
It ain't like the Pistons was like 1 game below 500. It's not like the Spurs was like hovering around 500. These are teams that's double digits. These dudes are going for the lottery. Like right now, I bet Piston fans are mad.
Can you put on DJ Incog's comment just because it's so obvious? Just to fire Nate. Like, I just want to see what people say about it. I think if we fire Nate, it just looks silly.
I'm not firing Nate, man, because like you said, it makes your organization look like they don't know what they're doing.
Exactly.
That's why I said I would tell Nate, get his fucking son off the staff. I don't know why he there anyway. Get him off.
That's something's whack about that.
I don't like that family shit. Like, that's cool in college ball, but this pro sports, bro, we trying to win. This ain't hook up homie.
Yeah, dude, that's a spot where
we can have a real coach there who knows.
Kevin Willis. Where's Kevin Willis? And his short ass arms.
Well, I brought that up. I said, why we don't have Kevin Willis on the staff helping Collins. I mean Collins helping out
anybody.
But bro, we stink. And I'm gonna tell you right now, man. We are not in a position right now to make a run. Bro, right now, I wouldn't bet shit on the Hawks in the playoffs.
Well, that's fine. I mean,
my bad, analyst. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. We've been talking to you all. Go ahead, analyst.
I know I've been trying to get him in, but
don't worry, because I already tell you what analyst is gonna say. He's gonna start off with this. Look, analyst.
Just let him do it.
Look, analyst be like this. He'll be like this. Okay, guys, look. Go hit it, analyst. You know that's your word right there. Go hit it.
All right. Look, I think but I didn't realize I said it. But look, let me tell you, I think that there was a lot of opportunities for us to get the game tonight. I felt like I don't really feel like anybody played well. I feel like we had some guys that were keeping us in it. I don't think we had anybody playing well. I think that I think one of the main issues were when we got that foul, when Marvin Bagley fouled Collins, missing that first free throw hurt us.
Yeah,
You know
how does it
that
look? I
that that
forgot about that.
that was going to put us in position to win the game because
That's
you
the game
saw.
over.
I mean, you saw Cade miss that half court shot. It would have been over 102, 101. But we didn't hit it. We've had a chance to win in overtime, multiple opportunities. But I saw a mixture of bad things tonight. I saw the defense. If you look at, I mean, holding the team to 101 points before the end of regulation is not that bad. But you got to look at your offense. I don't know what Nate was thinking when he went with that group in overtime.
DeLone Wright?
Gallo should have been in the game. I mean,
Gallo
DeLone
should
Wright
have definitely been in the game.
DeLone was getting cooked by Cade, and then you didn't have Lou in, who was he was hitting
Doing
shots.
good, efficient.
He was hitting shots. He only missed like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Lou was hitting shots. He hit a 3 to put us up. I said, look, we were in position to win. Look, I mean, obviously, at some point, I kind of came to at some point during the game towards the end, I kind of came to the reality that we're probably going to end up losing this game. I noticed that we couldn't get any stops, we couldn't score, and if we did, it was too late. And I just said, you know what, we're going to lose. And I just think that right now,
I was thinking the opposite the whole game. I was like, we're going to find a way to win this game. I just know we are.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. When it went into overtime, I felt like we were going to win, but then you look at the momentum. We didn't have the momentum. I said, you know what?
No, I did not think we were going to win when we went to overtime.
I said, look, when they start hitting those shots, I said, we're probably not going to win this game. I said, if we do, I said, it's going to be some miracle, because I said, we're just not doing anything. You can't have DeLone Wright in the game with a cold Trae Young, which
yes.
you got to have Lou. You got to have Lou make Trey draw the penetration and throw it out to Lou. It's that simple. And then you got Gallo, and then you got and then Clint was pretty much pointless other than to make that one free throw to tie it up in overtime.
Analyst, you're actually right. Like I would have actually gone Lou when Bogey found out. I would have actually gone Lou over Double O, which was who I was thinking. But then I was like, all right, who am I going to take out for Double O where we can guard everybody? And I was like, all right, I can't do that. But yeah, Lou Williams. But then again, Cade Cunningham. Why was Hunter not on Cade Cunningham? And finally, towards the end, we finally put it in a position to where when they switched off, it would have been Hunter, and we got the missed shot. But I don't understand why. If he's your best guy, why is he? This guy's cooking everybody. Why not put Hunter on him? Why is he guarding some journeyman Corey Joseph?
I don't feel like Hunter would have really made a difference.
Probably trying to keep him out of foul trouble.
Because Hunter was being soft on him that one play. He went to the basket and just laid it right up on him. And then I was watching the Hawks version, and Dominic was like, well, he wanted to be less physical because he got 5 fouls. Look, here's the deal. Tonight, I felt like this was similar to the Chicago night for Trey. I felt like I was listening to you all's point of view on Trey, and I feel like this. I agree with both of you, and let me tell you why. Because I do agree that we have to hold Trey accountable. I mean,
I do agree with that.
We got to hold him accountable.
Those long shots. There was one shot when he was playing good, and I didn't notice him, but he took one shot. I was like, really, dude? Yeah. Really? That shot right now is 90-90? It's 90-90, and you take that shot? I didn't understand that shot.
At the age of 23, you got to realize you're not making shots.
Exactly.
But you got to look at his assists. You got to realize you're doing well on assists.
That's what I'm saying.
You're moving the ball. You're dishing it out. You're getting other guys involved. Guys got to make shots. But at the end of the day, I don't think he realized that. And I think that this is going to be another game where, he's going to put it on himself. He can come at the next game. Look, I'm pretty sure we'll like him again the next game. But I feel like right now, where we are in the season. I was having a conversation.
By the way, I do real quick. If Bogey's in that game in overtime, we win that game.
I
Easy.
strongly believe that we win.
We should have never went to overtime.
I agree, Damon. JC. That's why I blame JC and not Trey.
That's what I'm saying. We should not be coming down to a last freaking field goal. I mean, a last free throw against the Detroit Pistons. That's my problem. Why are we even? Why is this game even close against the Detroit Pistons? Why?
Because they're young and hungry, and they're good. Cade Cunningham is good. Bro, Jeremy Grant is good. Isaiah Stewart is good.
Team. If they was a good
Julian Hayes was playing better. They said on that broadcast that that's the best half he's ever had. Ever.
If they were a good team, they'd be in playoff hunt, not lottery hunt.
That's not true. That's not true. We were good. We were good before we were good.
Lou. Why are we going into overtime with a team 12 games below 500 and we supposed to be good? Why?
Dude, I feel you, man. That's the problem.
That's my complaint. My complaint isn't about Collins missed the last. We could nitpick a whole bunch. Collins missed the free throw. Well, why the hell Bogey even fouling?
But that wasn't a foul. I don't know.
It was a foul. He put his hand around his waist.
The thing is, like, he had him like that for before the play was even handed to it.
He shouldn't have done nothing. Don't touch him.
Exactly, though. It's one point. If he hits it, he hits it. If he hits it,
you stay in front of him and you contest it to the best of your ability without touching him. You don't go for a steal.
No shit, dude. What are you doing?
And you already in the bonus. Like, what are you thinking? That's dumb.
Let me tell you.
And you know what? He had another one too. Go ahead, analyst.
Yeah. Look, I feel like he
had a rebound real quick. Okay, real quick on Bogey, because he had that rebound and he tapped it out. Remember that? Remember he tapped it out right to Cade Cunningham, and Cade Cunningham laid it back in.
And I said,
that was dumb too.
Didn't grab the ball. Why are you tapping the ball?
I said the same thing. I even wrote that down. I was like, come on, Bogey.
Like a little weakling, grab the rebound, bro.
Yeah, dude. It was so bad. He tried to tap it towards Capella so Capella could do the work. It's like, dude.
Situational awareness.
Yeah.
Situational awareness. Bogey, that 6th foul was first of all, you on 5 fouls. So that's 1. 2, why are you even touching this dude with 1.6 seconds left? Why? I don't understand what he was thinking. Collins missing the free throw. We can nitpick all day, bro. But at the end of the day, all I'm saying, fellas, is this. We should not be going into overtime with these teams. If we supposed to be as good as we think we are.
But if we also have to remember that if we think we're as young as we are, we're still ahead of the process. Let's see if we make it to the playoffs and we actually win this little play-in tournament and become the 8th seed and get into a real series. I think that's good. I still think that's good for these guys. I still think that's better than us not making the playoffs.
You know what? This team, these players, they don't deserve the playoffs. They don't deserve it.
I agree.
They ain't earned shit. They out here, what you call it, treading freaking water. And we're just about to drown. These dudes ain't earned nothing this season. They over here laying down. Like, that loss to San Antonio really irks me.
Okay, but here's the thing, though, is like this offseason is make or break it for Travis Schlenk as far as a GM. Because if he can't package up our shit, if he can't tighten up our stuff and just give away first round picks like the Lakers do and go get proven people with these young teams, if he can't do this, or if he can't steal a Caleb Martin like the Miami Heat did, like go out there and know who's coming into free agency and restricted free agency. If he's not able to strengthen this roster and actually do some fucking work this offseason and bring in proven players around, you got Trae Young. All he needed right now was another guy. All he needed right now was another guy, a stud.
Don't hold your breath, man. It ain't happening.
Okay, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is my shit too.
But see, when I get on Travis Schlenk ass, people be coming at me. Oh, he the greatest general. He ain't done nothing. I've been saying that in New Pack City forever. What has he done?
Who?
Travis.
Oh, right.
He ain't done nothing unless he forced to do it. He don't do nothing, man.
But
name me.
he could have done worse. He could have done worse. He put us in a good position last year. We butchered it.
Lou, who is Travis's best free agent signing to the Hawks since he been here?
Wait a minute.
I mean, it's got to be Capella. I guess that's a trade.
I gotta tell you,
Analyst
Gallo was nice.
Hey, you better come with some receipts,
Gallo and Bogey were nice.
Lou, I disagree when you say that this is make or break for Travis. Look, first of all, I want you to tell me what free agent is coming to Atlanta.
When you winning, they'll come. When you winning,
we were coming fresh out of a 20-win game season, going into finally get some pretty good players around Trae Young. That was the year that we signed Bogey, Gallo, Rondo, Solo, and Anthony Davis wasn't coming to Atlanta. I mean,
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, pimp. Okay. Let me tell you about Travis Sling. I'm gonna tell you about Travis Sling. Y'all listen up, chat. This is just my opinion, but I'm gonna give you some facts that go with that supports my opinion on Travis Sling. Okay. Travis Sling, in my opinion, never believed in Trae Young. Number one.
What?
You say, watch this.
I'm
finna show you right now. I'm finna show you the difference. I'm finna show you the difference between when you believe that a player is going to be a superstar and you believe when a player is not a superstar, right? So, Trey finished his first season. He the runner-up rookie of the year, had an amazing second half of the season for rookie of the year. Only reason he didn't win because we didn't win no games, right? Mm-hmm. So Luka Doncic won rookie of the year. So the following offseason, what does Dallas do that we don't do? He go out, like you say, Lou. Mark Cuban goes out and gets a supposed to be number 2. This after his first year. He go and get KP. What do we do? Absolutely fucking nothing, right?
Well, I think we had Alex Lynn and we got it and a couple of other. We got into Trash Brothers. Remember, we had to give a shout out to Jamal Price for that.
He didn't go get a KP level type player, all-star. He didn't go get one like Dallas did for Luka Doncic. He didn't do it. He sat on his ass.
He had a different plan, though, right?
Now watch this. No, I'm gonna tell you.
The Mavericks were in a different position, though.
Travis' plan is to tank. That was his plan the whole time, bro. He was gonna tank again.
I just think he's good at assets in scouting. I just don't know if he's good at putting a team together because there's no way Jerry Krause would not have just gone after whoever the pieces they needed. They knew they needed pieces.
Lou, I'm finna put you on the game, man. And then so we start Trey's second season, right? That's when Collins gets suspended 25 games, right? So boom, we lose to somebody I can't remember. Might have been the Raptors. We in the locker room. That's when, a mysterious leak come out the locker room. Trae Young upset that the GM ain't improving the team, and we don't have nobody to lead the locker room. So now, guess what Travis does after that leaks? Oh, then he go trade for Capella. Then he goes back and trades for Dwayne Dedmon, who he should have just re-signed anyway. So he trades back for Dwayne Dedmon. Now we got he gets so low. He picked up Capella. Capella foot hurt anyway. We go on and lose. What did we do that all season after Trae Young second season? Nothing. We added no impact players. Nothing. Okay. We go on. LP tricking off games, right? He was gonna let LP stay. He was forced to fire LP. He wasn't gonna fire Lloyd Pierce. Because he wanted to tank, bro. He wanted us to lose. That's why the owner was on his ass and said, "Bro, I need this dude up out of here today."
Well, how do you know he was doing that?
Yeah, that's just a lot of
bro.
I disagree with you on your plan.
Then why did he fire Lloyd Pierce? Why?
Everyone in the world saw that coming when they brought David.
Why would you fire a coach when you 14-20 and you supposed to be still developing? We wasn't supposed to win games, bro. I think y'all forget that. We wasn't supposed to win. If you take away the 20-7, the 27-11 run we doing.
So why do you think that happened?
Well, no, actually, no.
bro.
No, the reason why we fired LP is because we were supposed to be doing better. That was the year we had Bogey, Gallo,
Yeah,
Tony
I think that's what it
Snell,
was. He
all
spent a
those
lot of
guys.
money, and
We
Wrestler
were
was
14-20. That was a huge. That's why LP brought down Nate to help us take the next step. Uh,
yeah,
at that
Bro,
time, I knew he was gonna go. But let me tell
yeah,
you
me
why
too.
I disagree.
Just didn't know when.
we had no expectations that year, bro.
You
That's
don't
not true.
you don't
We were hyped. You were
let me
hyped.
We
you
was hyped. We was trying to make the playoffs.
let me tell you, you with your Travis not having faith in Trae Young thing, you don't trade Luka Doncic, who you were in perfect position to get, and say, you know what, Trae Young, we're gonna get Trae Young, and you don't waste a number 5 overall pick for a guy that you don't believe in. And plus, at the time, Marvin Bagley was really good, and everyone wanted the Hawks to get Marvin Bagley, but we
But you
didn't get
can't
him.
because we didn't
So
have the number 1 pick, so we had no choice. We
right,
couldn't get him. And the only reason we traded for Trae Young, if he loved Trae Young so much, he would have drafted Trae Young.
well,
The reason he didn't draft Trae, I'm gonna tell you why he didn't draft him. Because Dallas made an offer, and they were scared we was gonna keep Luka. So Dallas had to make an offer that we couldn't refuse. If Dallas don't throw in that first round pick and Travis's staff doesn't run the analytics to say Dallas not gonna make the playoffs next year, we keep Luka Doncic.
It pretty much sounded like he was going to
exactly.
draft. It sounded like he was going to draft Trey with the fifth
No,
with that pick
bro.
either way.
He drafted Luka, right? Because Luka, he was gonna take the best player available, which was Luka Doncic. Trae Young was number 2. So Travis said he would have been good with any player.
Well, yeah,
He said he would have been good with either one, but Dallas made the offer that you couldn't refuse, bro. If he loved Trey so much, he would have drafted Trey at what? At 3. If he loved him so much, instead of
He
drafting
thought of him as
Luka.
the second best player in the whole draft.
At the time we wanted Luka. Everyone wanted Luka, but guess what? We were going to be fine with Trae Young, which we're fine with Trae Young. And
He
I don't
listen.
What
He
is
only listen, analyst. He only traded Luka because Dallas made an offer that he couldn't refuse. He didn't say, you know what? I love this guy so much, I'm drafting him number 3. No. He was like, you know what? I like Trey. I like Luka. But Luka's better. I'm going to draft him at 3. But Dallas said, hey, we want him so bad.
So now I ask you, because what it sounds like to me, I'm going to ask you, who won the trade then?
What you mean? Who won the trade? We winning the trade so far.
This is what I think. This is what I think is a GM should do when in these positions of draft picks. Is you got to remember, Luka still wasn't a known. Like he wasn't a known. He was he was an unknown. So what our GM did was, okay, Luka's number 1. Trey's number 2. If I can get number 2 and a number 1 for next year for this scrubby ass team, that's what I got to do as a good GM. I'm not in Dallas's position,
but Lou, he didn't make that deal. Dallas made the deal.
Okay,
Dallas came to him.
Dallas. What do you want him to do? Bro, I think he made the right choice on that.
No,
if somebody comes and offers you something ridiculous, you take it. They got Cam Newton out of it.
And I'm telling you that after the first season, he didn't believe.
Yeah, right. Cam Reddish, not Cam Newton.
He didn't believe in Trey as Dallas believed in Luka. Because how come we didn't go out? How come we haven't went out? I ask you right now. How come we have not went out during any offseason since Trae Young has been here and got it and traded for an all-star, an already proven all-star player?
Okay, this is what you don't understand is that we're not privy to the denials. We're not privy to the conversations that were brought up or had. So we don't know what he's doing. All we know is the results.
Well, give me a rumor. Give me a rumor.
You know,
crickets.
There should be more. There should be more.
Because he don't do nothing.
I
I
All
ain't
I
trying
gotta
to
say is
tell
this. Okay,
people
well
that,
then
man.
can we wrap this up with this then? Because like I just think this offseason is a make or break it year for Travis Schlenk.
Uh,
The analyst doesn't seem to think so.
I don't, because guys, you gotta, man. I tell you, look, you are first of all, we go from saying we're premature to wanting to get 86 all-stars on the team. We look, either we're going to take our time and develop our young guys, or we're gonna first of all, we players have to be available. You just can't go out and make trades. The players got to be available. This offseason, I believe Bradley Beal could possibly be available. I believe Donovan Mitchell or Rudy Gobert could be available. So we're going to try to make an offer with them. Look, you can't force a team to make an offer with you. You can make an offer with that team if they don't want it. If you feel like that you're not gonna benefit from the deal the way you would like to, you're not gonna make the deal. So that's why you don't see trades happening every single day. So
And
what I'm
double
saying,
O can develop.
what I'm saying is that this offseason, I don't think it's going to be a decision on Travis or not. Look, we've had no better. This is the best front office. And Emma, you said, I went back and watched the video a couple months ago. This is the best front office that we've had in a very, very long time.
Yeah, I think they make the right decision.
And that should tell you something.
But let me tell you,
it should tell you something.
Tony is not firing Travis. This is a decision. This is a decision whether we are going to stay with the group we have and develop, or this is the decision whether we're going to push all our chips in and we're going to say, you know what, let's use our assets. Let's go and get Trae Young as second, third option. Let's fill out this roster with pretty good role players on mid-level exceptions. Let's go out and do this. And I think that's going to be it due to our expectations. But
this was their first year together too. Travis Schlenk and Nate don't have any history together. Like they got to learn each other.
You know what, man?
You don't want to just give up on this. Like, this is still a process.
I'm about to say a DJ.
DJ Incog said,
I'm about to say a DJ Incog line right quick. Right?
He said, "Fool's gold."
This is my DJ Incog quote of the day for y'all too. All I hear from you two is excuses. I'm hearing excuses.
Well,
we need accountability.
There's maturity. There's a maturity. We were hoping that Nate would be able to overcome a lot of our maturity issues. And I was hoping that they would trade John Collins. But when the way John Collins was playing early on, it was fine. It was good enough. I put that on the early parts of our season on other parts, like Hunter not being available, Reddish kind of wanting to be traded, all these other factors. But now, our team is playing good. Our team is playing good. We should have won this game. If we would have won this game, no matter what, we're in a great position. We're number 8 now. We played Boston well. We play all the tough teams well. Like, we have nothing to fear. All I'm saying is that, God damn it, Bogey. God damn it, JC.
About playing well? I want wins, man. I don't care about playing well. I care about the result. And at the end of the day, the results say we are a below average team. We are not good. I don't know why people maybe y'all got some hope. Maybe y'all can give me some of the hope. But for a team that's 2 games under 500 after the All-Star break,
18th best.
After the All-Star break, we 2 games under 500, and y'all over here talk about, hey man, we can play with anybody. No, we can't.
This is what. Okay, so we've proven last year that we can't play with anybody. So let's just relax with that. But let's just say this.
I don't care about last year, bro.
Let's just say
Stop
this.
talking about last year. It's over with.
You've also seen that we can play against anyone. You've seen most of the games that we've tricked off, as you like to use it, is against teams that I guess we don't take serious. We've beaten a lot more of the higher seeded teams than we've lost to.
Agreed.
We split with them. We're up on Milwaukee 2-0. We are not. I don't know why we're not taking teams like San Antonio, Detroit, teams like that seriously.
Because we get bored. It's a maturity thing right now, and this is where I was hoping Nate would really get us over this hump. But this is still a process that these young guys are going through.
But
he's to take every possession. Like, there's dogs, man. You gotta get dogs in here.
This is what I'm telling y'all. Y'all got all these
excuses.
Okay, this is a young team. Okay,
that's not an excuse. That's an observation.
Let me finish real quick. Are we supposed to be competing or are we developing?
This year we're supposed to be competing.
Because let me tell you something.
People got paid this year. We're supposed to be competing. Hunter's supposed to be hitting shots. He should have had 17 points today. Where is he? Unavailable?
Hunter did have 17 points tonight.
Herter.
Oh, Herter injured shoulder.
Unavailable?
Yeah, he didn't play. But my thing is this. Y'all got all these excuses. Well, this, well, that. They're young. This, that. Okay.
That's for long term. That's for
let me finish.
But that was for Travis Schlenk's review. If we're gonna go back to talking about the Hawks, they're playing piss poor this year. But Travis Schlenk is organizing a team. He just made a couple of bad decisions last year, which let's see what he does this year.
He's not gonna do nothing. I'm telling you now.
Well, if he does, then that's an error.
I'll give him credit. He drafts good. That's it.
Okay, well, would you rather have an unknown drafter and but the thing is like right now,
I'd rather have wins.
Travis Schlenk is not even the freaking GM, right?
I'm tired of looking at the draft.
I'd rather have wins. Not even the GM anymore, right? We can't even put this on Travis Schlenk.
I agree with MI, and I also agree with what you just said. Look, I agree that we need to stop the draft is not an option right now. We need to. I've been using this term for a while. We need to go into the offseason, rebuild for contention. But let me tell you, I think that people I've never seen. Look, you look at the history of what we've done. Look, this is a core that again has come out of the draft. This is 20, and you can call it an excuse, but it's a very accurate excuse. 23, 22-year-old guys. These are young guys.
Young guys.
We have to realize either
Seth Curry didn't even get good. He was like 29.
And someone made a comment a little earlier in the chat saying it took the Warriors 7 years to rebuild. Look, let me tell you, we have to realize that Travis Schlenk, when he got the job, the Atlanta Hawks were a mess. They were terrible. They had no balance on the team. He said, you know what? Let's get these guys out of here. Let's get some draft picks. Let's go in the draft. Let's rebuild. We got Collins, we got Trey, we got Hunter, we got Cam, we got Herter, we got all those great guys who went out and traded for an established big who I believe was leading the league in rebounds or blocks at the time. He was doing a very good job in Houston. So then we got him. All right. And we gave up nothing for him. That's because they didn't want him and he was injured when we got him. Well, we got him.
Exactly, but we got him and he played an integral part in a really good team.
Bro, I'm just telling you, Houston didn't want him. That's why we got him so cheap.
But I think at that time he was like the only big available.
You should chalk that up to a win for Travis Schlenk, right?
He was only available because Houston didn't want him.
Okay, but they traded away everybody, and now look at them. We took advantage of a team. Now we got to find the next Houston and take advantage of them and their load off. We need to get and improve our team.
They were switching to small ball. So Capella was not going to play. So they got rid of
Indiana just got rid of two good players.
So
we just snatched one of them up.
So they could save salary. So it's not like Travis Schlenk worked some type of magic. He ain't worked no magic since he been here except with the draft.
You kidding me? 3-year rebuild. We were in the final. We were in the Eastern Conference Finals last year. What are you talking? Doesn't matter. We got to.
We was in the Eastern. I do believe we was in the Eastern Conference Finals without Travis Schlenk too. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong.
Let me tell you.
I know we were, but we had Bud. We had
damn
Bud.
right. We was. So I mean, don't act like what Travis.
Someone named Bud, right? We had someone named Bud.
Let me tell you about your boy.
Budenholzer is a Class A coach, and we knew that when we got him.
We make the Eastern Conference Finals, and he go out and sign fucking Dang.
It was
agreed. I can't give you nothing on that one.
And I told y'all when he signed him, I said, "Why are we signing this bum?" And y'all was talking about some stuff like, "Hold up, man, hold up," and I was telling you, he's garbage.
Nah, there's no hold up for me. I was like, really?
Listen. I knew we were signing a big of not a high caliber. He was a replacement until Onyeka came back. He injured. He was not going to come back till January. We needed someone to.
We only gave up Knight.
We weren't gonna. And Knight wasn't even that good.
He don't even play. He don't even play similar to Onyeka. Onyeka play the paint. Dang don't play the paint. He just stand at the 3-point line trying to shoot three. He garbage.
That's what
he does nothing. He does nothing similar to Onyeka. None. He don't play no defense. He don't do nothing compared to Onyeka.
Agreed.
So how y'all sit here and
He-
say, "Oh,
he
he got
was-
him for him"? Hell no, he garbage, bro. It's terrible move.
He
Terrible
was a
pickup.
Yang
temporary
was a bad
backup.
move. I can't give you like I remember
He was-
I remember with DeLone Wright going like, well, that was interesting because I was really excited about Tristan Thompson. I was like, man, Tristan Thompson fills a need.
With Nate McMillan's 10-man rotation, do you honestly think we were signing a guy like Andre Drummond to come in and play a month and a half and sit on the bench for the rest of the year when Onyeka got back? No, we needed someone just to fill it in.
Bro. No, you're giving excuses, bro.
It's not an excuse.
It was a terrible signing, bro.
Okay, so
it was a bad signing.
Who would you?
A terrible signing.
So you would have just went. So you just
no,
went
I would have kept. I would have kept Nathan Knight.
He was terrible. Nathan Knight was terrible.
What?
I wouldn't say Nathan Knight was terrible.
You might want to go back and look at the tape.
He was an energy guy, big time, and we're missing that energy right now.
And he's way better than Dang, and he can shoot from
Why
every
Nathan
level.
Knight can get some run? Why Nathan Knight can get some run, but Jalen Johnson can't get no run? Like, what is going on here?
That's because Nathan Knight played when we had injuries.
Jalen Johnson should be playing, period, or not drafted.
When Jalen Johnson had his chance, they called COVID. He called COVID. Him and Sharif when they was about to get all those minutes. Then he got COVID. And then don't forget.
And Goodwin was good.
Don't forget,
brought that up in the chat.
We had a backup point guard that we tricked off with that fucking vaccine. Brandon Goodwin. Look at him now, balling out of control in Cleveland. Meanwhile, we stuck with goddamn Lou Williams and DeLon. Man, bro, listen, Travis Link, he need to do a whole lot better. That's what he needs to do. And he needs to stop playing around.
Agreed.
He needs to stop playing around. He needs to stop playing around.
He needs to stop playing around, treating this team like it's a scrub team, or else we're gonna end up being a scrub team.
He need to get us another legit star player.
But here's the thing: is right now my only complaint with Travis Schlenk is that did he hire a superstar GM or did he hire a lackey that's just going to do what he does and now he's taxed?
You talk about Landry Fields?
Yeah. So now is he just taxed with doing two jobs and now he can't do both of them good?
Landry Fields just has the title, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Is Landry Fields like this a phenom?
He Travis Link, he his dude boy, bro.
Okay,
Travis Link like dude boys, bro. That's why he hired Lloyd. That's why he hired Lloyd Pierce. Which that was the worst hiring in the past decade for the Hawks as a coach. Why would you go get that bum? He ain't never coached at the NBA level. He ain't never coached at the college level.
If you're trying to establish some sort of,
how you gonna get a player, a coach who's never coached at the NBA, never been a head coach in college, never even played in the NBA, to try to mentor your young star you just drafted?
Agreed.
That makes no sense.
Because of Stephen A.
You got a rookie point guard and a rookie head. That's dumb to me.
Agreed.
Let me tell you,
that's dumb.
Look, I never liked Lloyd Pierce from the day that I saw his face and the day that I saw he showed me emotion. But let me tell you, I mean, you all can call it the excuses or whatever you want to call it. Look, I mean, if you want to blame our general manager for the players' effort, that's fine. But we got to understand this is not NBA. This is not NBA My League. We just can't just go out here and turn trade override on and just get Anthony Davis and Bradley Beal and LeBron James on the team. We gotta understand, like, we're talking like how many blockbuster trade, like, you don't see teams.
It don't gotta be a blockbuster, bro. So you telling me, analyst. So you telling me I should be happy as a Hawks fan with my GM? I'm fresh off an Eastern Conference Final appearance, and my GM go out and get DeLon Wright and Dang. I'm supposed to be excited about that. Yes or no? I need to know. Because what you telling me, as a Hawks fan, I shouldn't have expectations. See, that's what I be saying, bro. Why do we always like when people say, "Hey, we should have traded for Jeremy Grant"? Why do we always have to settle for borderline players? We need to be going out here kicking the tires on star players who disgruntled, who want to leave. You feel
what if we can't get anything done on those players?
Then it is what it is.
But here's the biggest one though, because right when he did the Dang thing, everybody was pissed off about the Dang thing, but then he did the unspeakable. He did this crazy new contract with Clint for no fucking reason.
No reason.
Let me tell you,
that was the worst. decision.
He a dummy, bro.
I want.
I'm not saying he's a dummy though. I
I'm
disagree
saying
with
he
you
a
on
dummy.
that.
Why would you sign him and he had 2 years left on the deal anyway? Dummy.
That makes no sense. If you want to reward him, give him a bonus, man. Buy him a house.
And then you couldn't even trade him because you signed him to that stupid extension. Dummy.
And he should have been our trade piece. He would have been our trade piece. He would have been our trade piece this year.
I've been telling you, man, when you sit down and you start writing down what Travis Link has done, you're gonna realize if you take away the drafting, he ain't done nothing.
But you can't take away the drafting, though.
Listen to me, because I give him credit for the draft. I give him credit.
Okay, but you can't take that away. I'd rather have him as our GM right now. I think we can move forward, but I'm kind of disgruntled that he's the president and not the GM. And now he's got all these little lackeys doing just his job, and now he's doing everything. I don't think he's that much of a genius.
He good at drafting, but guess what? We done with the draft shit. Okay, we done with that.
But now we have assets. We have assets. We got to trade them for real people,
bro. You don't pay a player $200 million. What Collins get? 125. An extension to Capella for no fucking reason. You don't get Herder.
We still got to just make it to the playoffs for our development, for these guys' development.
Listen to me. Okay. You give Herder $60 million and tell me we not supposed to. That sounds like money to compete for a championship to me. That's what it sounds like to me. That don't sound like, hey guys, let's be the eighth seed or the play-in. That's not what it sounded to me. We could have done that without paying all that money.
Well, let me tell you, look, if you even go back and you listen to all Travis's interviews, he said, I believe it was a year and a half, 2 years ago, when we signed Bogey, Gallo, those guys, he said, we now have rookie players. We now have draft picks. We now have veterans that can fill salary. If a star becomes available, we are in position to go get those stars. You can go back and listen to it for yourself. We cannot just go out and look. You compare us to the Lakers. We're not the Lakers. We're not the Lakers franchise. Got 18 titles. We're not the Lakers franchise. We just can't go out, and we're not the organization that can afford to go out and just give up everything, because we're not the organization that.
Yes, you can.
No,
yes,
we're
we
not.
can.
We have no history.
But analysts, it's not about history. It's not about history. This is what it's about.
Can I address this? Raj is saying something.
Man, don't worry about Raj, man. He just trolling. Listen, when you competing for a title,
I was gonna troll him.
You don't give a fuck about them fucking picks. Fuck them picks. Brooklyn ain't got no picks. Okay. The Lakers don't have picks. You know why? Because they making a run for the title.
They got KD and LeBron. What are you talking about, dude?
Hey, that's what I'm saying, bro.
I was gonna
go ahead, analyst. My bad.
I was gonna say we have, if we were to say, you know what, we moved all of our draft picks to where we had the same amount of draft picks like Brooklyn or the Lakers, and we moved all of our players, and we went and got them for like two or three other players, and we went and we did that. If it doesn't work out, we are not the type of team to where players will come and sign to where they want to build, they want to start their own franchise. So like, for example, like how LeBron went to the Lakers. The Lakers were terrible, and he went there and he started his own franchise. We were never that. We have never been that type of team. So what I'm saying is we cannot look. I'm on Trade Machine all day, fantasizing trades where we can get stars and moving pieces, but nothing is realistic until two teams agree, and they agree to send whoever star to Atlanta, and we send our assets somewhere else, and then we move on from there. But that has not happened so far. It's not like Travis Schlenker said, well, you know, we're satisfied with not going out looking for a star. Look, I believe, and it's not even I believe, I heard him say we have the assets. Now it's all about getting a team to say, you know what, these assets are good enough to help us, and you know what, we will be willing to give up a star. Look at what the Lakers gave up for Anthony Davis, who only played 40 games this season. Look at what these guys gave up. Are you telling me that you would have gave up everything pretty much except for Trae Young and maybe some scrub off your bench for Anthony Davis, who plays 40 games a season?
For one championship, you goddamn right I would. I give it all up. But you forgot to add that part. He played 40 games, but guess what else he got?
Are they going to win it?
Championship ring.
They're not winning it this year. They
Are we
winning it
winning
last
it this
year?
year? When the last time we won it, analyst?
But we're in good position. We're in good position. I think you don't want to overreact to these losses.
I'm saying this. And I know Chad's probably going crazy on me. I'm saying this. I am not. It's going to take Travis to make a really bad move. I am not going to blame him because you got to understand what it takes for you to actually make a trade that is realistic.
We know it, analyst.
I don't want to be. I don't want to be this. So I don't want to be doing this. Like when the Reddish trade came out, I don't want to be the people that's like, oh, just wait. This is just part one of something genius that he's brewing up. Like that's bullshit. I'm starting to judge him. Like he was really good at first at setting it up, but as it's been set up so far, it's a lot of swing and misses. And this year's an example of a swing and miss. And next year, he's on the hot seat. I mean, but the thing is like he's slick kind of moved himself from the hot seat. So I don't know what the fuck to do now because who'd you say the guy's name is? Landry Fields? He's our GM?
Landry Fields is just
what's he going to do?
He's just a GM in title, bro. He don't do that shit because Slink still.
Okay, so are we going to get mad at Travis Slink with the GM moves though? Like what's going on?
I'm mad at Slink because everything that Landry does has to run through Travis Slink. Travis Slink is president of basketball operations. Everything that GM do has to go through him. He can't do shit. He can't do no player movement without Slink signing off. And
but that's fine. But is he a genius? Is he out there working some shit? Does he know younger people? Does he know bigger markets? Like,
well, he probably know because he was just in the league about 8 years ago.
So
he was just in the league.
Is he good though? Is he a savant? No, where did he play basketball at?
He's grew up. You don't know Landry Fields? He played for the Knicks, bro.
No, I remember him, but who did he play for in college?
Who gives a fuck who he played for in college?
That means a lot.
Also, I think people don't understand that owner signs off on everything. I mean,
no, he ain't the owner. He's the president. But
no, I'm talking about
he's saying the owner.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying the owner, Tony Wrestler. He signs up, and Jamie. They sign off on everything that happens. So whether it's a trade, whether it's a free agent signing, whether it's an extension, they have to sign off on everything. So it's not like Travis is just going around and Landry Fields just going around just signing as sign you. No, you have to convince the owner. Look, the owner is just not going to be giving away money. You have to convince the owner. Why are we doing this? Why we just made it to the Eastern Conference Finals? Why would we not re-sign our guys? I mean, because if we did not re-sign our guys, someone else would have, and we would have been almost stuck with nothing. I'm not using that in the Clint Capella situation because yes, we did have 2 years left on his deal. But what I'm saying is, here's what I'm saying. I mean,
we lost to these dudes.
All I'm saying is that we can't blame the GM for not making some big deal
mythical moves.
We can't just make mythical moves where we trade like Bogey and Gallo for Bradley Beal and just throw a whole bunch of
and then get mad at him because that didn't happen.
It's not gonna work like that.
Right.
Like if you're talking about
listen, man, I'm gonna need y'all to stop fucking dumpster diving for garbage like Travis Slink does, bro. Stop it. Stop dumpster diving. And let me tell you something, man. I've been an Atlanta Hawk fan since the 80s, okay? So guess what? Shit like this get on my last nerves, man. Losing games like this. Listen.
Agreed.
I'm past all this little excuses y'all giving. I'm done, bro. I'm past that. This team should not be losing to the Pistons. Given the talent we have, and two, given we supposed to be out here competing and winning. And for us to lose this game to the Pistons, it pisses me off because we do it all the time. It's the same exact crap. They don't take these teams seriously. We the last team that need to be not taking nobody seriously. I don't care if we all hit and play a high school team. We don't have, let me tell you what this team don't have. All of them, from the coach on down. They not killers. They not dogs. They don't have it in them. They a bunch of good dudes. That's the problem. They not out here trying to annihilate the opponent. They're not out here trying to embarrass the other team. They too busy lollygagging and bullshitting around when it comes to teams like the Pistons and the Spurs and the Magic. That's the problem. And until we get some dogs, some winners in here, because none of these dudes on this team are winners. None of them. They ain't won nothing. Nothing.
You saw Collins dapping up everyone after the game.
And that's good that you said that. That's why.
Good job.
That's why I thought the Tristan Thompson part. That's why I thought the Tristan Thompson move was nice, is because he had been there.
Man, F Tristan, I knew he won't come in here, bro. We below 500. He'd be an idiot to come here, bro.
No, I'm talking about when we traded for him and then traded for DeLone Wright.
But
we had him in our possession.
The trade wasn't to keep him, bro. That's
it
why
doesn't matter. It wasn't told to us that way. So why does it matter that? Well, why does that matter?
Because you should already know how to trades work. He was only going to leave. He wasn't going to stay. That's why they included him in the trade, just to make the trade work. But he was never going to stay.
I understand that, but I can
why you keep bringing it up? He was never supposed to be here. And then how about this? How about this, bro? How about this? How come he didn't come here when he got bought out then?
Well, you got other options. I mean,
say it. What's the other option? Go say it. Say it.
I gotta go to the Bulls.
Because we're not good. That's why he didn't come here, bro.
Because they're better.
Exactly. That's what I said, bro.
It's not that we're not good though. We're literally
okay. We're not good.
Our whole season.
Are we good? Are we good?
Are we getting blown out in games there? Like, what are we talking about here?
We got blown out by the Spurs.
We're trying to learn how to win games, like to become like a successful playoff team. Like, what are we talking about here?
Wait. So we still learning how to win. In the meantime, we giving out 200, 125, that's 325, another 60 for Herter, that's 380 million, plus another what did we give Capella? 40 million extension, $400 million to learn.
Don't Hunter come up too?
To learn? Well, Hunter on the team option next year at 9 million. He on the team option. So he not going nowhere. He can't go nowhere. Okay.
You decline that?
Sign and trade.
Hell no, you don't decline that, man. You crazy? Hell no. Hell no, because he restricted. So you bring him back in hopes that he plays better. If you're going to trade anybody, because you're not going to get no value in return for Hunter. If you're going to trade, it got to be Collins. It got to be Bogey. It got to be Clint. Those can net you something. Trade a Hunter not gonna net you nothing but a first round pick.
We're looking for first rounders too, though.
We got a package. We got a package.
We gotta look for first rounders too.
You don't move Hunter, man. That's $9 million. That's easy. If you're gonna move something, you move that big money off your cap. You don't move he $9 million.
That's why I said. That's why
he's fragile.
That's why I said package.
$9 million is petty cash, bro.
Well.
That's petty cash in the NBA, bro.
So we got Bogey and Gallo that we could use as trade pieces.
And we have everyone except Trae Young as trade pieces. And all of our draft picks. So in the offseason, look, I'm gonna say this. First of all, if I was the GM in the offseason, I would be torn of whether to go for a stretch big, or elite, I don't know.
I'm getting ready to Clint Capella from the jump, bro. He got to go.
Yeah, he got to go.
I don't even go, bro.
The thing is, like, I don't even think they like each other. Like, there was a play where they look like Clint looks at disgust on defense at a lot of these guys as it's getting later into the season, and a lot of the guys are turning away from him. And I wonder if he's kind of rubbing people the wrong way this year, and the team and the chemistry is just a little off or something. But
basketball really. Capella fake ass Rudy Gobert, bro.
Yeah, like Capella's not doing his part, and I think guys are losing faith in him, and I think that's rubbing the team the wrong way. And I think making that move is going to be critical. We got to get off the Capella being our starter.
If you just a one-trick pony, you need to be a fucking elite one-trick pony. He's not even elite at defense. At least Rudy Gobert is an elite defender big. You know what I'm saying?
He's just 7'3".
I love,
but he's an elite defender. He's an all defensive player. He's an all-star.
As Ben had to how elite Rudy Gobert was.
I said elite defensively, And that's what I'm saying. Clint Capella don't give you nothing on the offensive side. So what I was saying was, if you are just a one-trick pony, meaning you can only do one thing good, which his defense for us, then you need to be elite at it. Since you're not giving us nothing, it's like Trae Young. It's like Trey. He don't really give us nothing on the defensive side, but he's elite at the stuff he does good.
Can I bring in? Can I bring this in? Like the chat kind of was earlier talking about like people don't want to come here because we're small market and all that stuff, and I think that's bullshit.
Everybody lives market, man.
This is one of the best cities. Atlanta is one of the best cities to live in. Period. As an athlete, they would love it. Like that's bullshit. Like we're a world class city, no doubt about it. But I think that a lot of players like to keep their shit. I think they like to keep Atlanta as Atlanta, where they come there and they dip there in the season, in the off season, and they don't really like to make it their place.
is where players go for the strip club. I mean,
bro, let me tell you,
Lou is. Go ahead.
Let me tell you. Oh, my bad. Did you finish, Anna's? My bad. I get.
And plus, Oklahoma City was good,
hype, man. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
if I cut you off, my bad. Go ahead. Get your point.
Well, I was just gonna say, well, speaking of Rudy Gobert, I was gonna say he's probably gonna be available in the offseason because him and Donovan don't seem to be getting along, and trust me, they're moving.
One of them gotta go.
They're moving Rudy before they move Donovan. So, and then I want to say this. I just want to say this. I would be this type of GM to where, look, if I have an offer on the table, let's just say Bradley Bill's on the table, right? And they want A, B, and C and DNF and some draft picks. And then let's just say I also got, something out for Rudy Gobert. Well, if one or two of the same assets are on the table for both teams, you got to really weigh out. And this is where your dumpster diving skills come in. It's like, okay, well, I'll tell you what. Let's just say Hunter was the needle mover in both deals. I say, you know what? What do you think about like a Jalen Johnson or a young cat like that? But here's the point I'm trying to drive home is in the midst of making these deals, you do not do what the Lakers did, where you trade everything for one guy. You gotta weigh out all your options. So if you are on the verge,
we're definitely not going to do that. There's no way they'll do that.
Yeah, Travis is not doing that, and let me tell you why. And I'm gonna go ahead and say he's smart for not doing that, because I will say this: what you don't do is not weigh out all your options. If you're on the verge of getting if you have a deal put together where you can get two superstars with the assets that you have, and you can get more than just throwing in all your chips and say, you know what, just like the Lakers did with Russell Westbrook, you know what, Russ is going to be this great guy. And look what happened. And now they're stuck in a position where he has no trade value. Whereas if you got to divide your assets into getting just really good, into getting multiple things in return. And I think that one of the things that I bring it up to say I think that's one of the things that Travis considers. Like, well, if I give up Collins, Capella, Bogey, Hunter, and like 3 first-round picks, and I go out and then I get Anthony Davis or I get Rudy Gobert, I mean, first of all, we're going to lose a lot, and then we're not going to have any more assets if this doesn't work out to do anything else. That's the point I was.
But see, you only do that when you trading for a all NBA superstar player. You're not gonna trade for an all NBA player, especially a first, second, third team all NBA player, and think you're gonna trade for him with some bullshit.
Usually those players have to agree to want to come. Like
unless bro,
that's good off of one contract that they can't re-sign by the other team.
It's only a handful of players who have a no trade clause. That's it. It's only I bet it's not.
And there's only a handful of players in the league that are worth doing that to.
It's not even 5 players who have a no trade clause. I ain't worried about that part.
But there's only 7.
What I'm trying to explain is this:
all-star
superstar. If you go back and you look for any superstar who got traded, that team that trade for that star gives up a lot of assets, because at the end of the day, that team you taking that star from, 9 times out of 10, they blowing it up. So they want the young talent, they want the assets. You're not gonna trade for no all NBA player with like motherfuckers be like Gallo in the first. That ain't finna get you shit.
Are you kidding me?
Not no star player.
Are you kidding? Have you not seen some of these plays? What did Valanciunas go for? What did the guy from New Orleans? What are you talking about, DeMar?
Watch this.
New Orleans got a steal on Valanciunas.
So watch this. Valanciunas not even an all NBA player. I don't give a fuck about.
That's what I'm saying. You're not going to go get an all NBA player.
Check it.
You don't need an all NBA player. You need effective players.
No, let me tell you something. That's all we get here is non-all-star players. That's all we get here.
No, we need all-stars.
That's all we get.
All-stars around Trey.
All we get is non-all-star players.
But
that's
we're
all
not
we
going to go out and get. We got to get ones that are established that aren't making
y'all was
money.
Y'all was sitting here saying we need to get Jeremy Grant. He ain't no all-star.
But he's a good player to
have. He bust your boy ass tonight.
He ain't no all-star.
Can y'all hear me?
We sure can.
What's good?
He bust your boy ass tonight.
Bro, hey, Rashad, don't even say nothing because Clint get his ass waxed by Big every night.
No. But let me bring this up, y'all, because I got to defend my boy Clint, right?
And defend my boy Clint. And Rashad.
Missed shot after missed shot on his rebounds.
Rashad, and defend Lou, because you said we win when Lou play. That didn't happen
tonight. I can't defend that.
They didn't play that.
Go ahead, Rashad. What you got?
But like something that I had mentioned. Lou may have been on it that last time, but something that we were talking about before when we were talking about how Clint Capella's production decreased, and I was saying how like his production seemed to decrease. His usage on the offensive end has decreased since Collins got that extension. Now notice when Collins was out, or the last game when Collins came off the bench, Clint looked like Clint. And then when Collins comes back, he no longer looks like Clint. Look, man, the ball gives you energy. Clint is an elite defender. The ball gives you energy. All of those pick and roll actions that Clint was in last year, 2 years ago, all of them go to Collins now. So he's just relegated to the dunker spot, and he really doesn't. And I don't think it keeps him engaged, man. I really think it hurts him.
Let me push back. Let me push back a little bit.
Hold on, real quick. I'd rather not have another John Collins who just can jump. I'd rather.
Hey. I always wanted to do that to Luke because he always be muting me on his podcast.
Oh, would you mute him?
And I made a good point that I forgot too.
Hey, I wanted to do that for so long because Lou be muting me when I be going off on.
No. I just mute you when your sound is loud in the background and shit. Now you all crispy clean, though. Look at you in your crispy clean little studio. I love it.
Yeah, I told you I had to step my game up. But let me push back against you, Rashad. Hold up. Hey, go ahead, get that point out. You said, Lou, because I muted you. Go ahead.
Okay, so what I said is with John Collins' skill set, I'd much rather have a player on a young Gallo tip, where he was a proficient shooter, had good low post game, like really efficient on that. Maybe wasn't as athletic or this, that, or the other, but was skillful, and like let Clint do that part because he
can make plays, can make plays from the post.
Yeah,
Gallo, we need that. We need that.
How come we can't get?
Hey, I'm gonna say right now, Gallo over Collins all day. How
come we don't get post play from our big?
Because it's JC. And
no,
JC is
thank you.
Why JC's so minimal that it really makes Clinton look more minimal.
Why doesn't Clint give us any post up moves?
Well, because Clint, wait. Clint doesn't have a game. Clint is a terrible player.
That's not his game. So y'all complaining. Y'all talking about
Clint ain't the problem though.
Clint is a problem.
Clint is a very big problem.
Thank you.
And let me tell you,
Clint is a problem. I'm gonna tell you who else a problem. This whole team is a problem. Because you know what? We come up here every night after these games, and you know what? At the end of the day, I
was severe hurt after the last weekend. I had to shut it down.
We say the same stuff every game, bro. We say the same stuff every game. Is this person's fault? Is this person's fault? We need to do. It don't matter, bro. These dudes do not gel. That's why I'm so mad at Travis Slink, because the dudes don't gel.
Exactly.
When was the last time we came up here and said, you know what? Damn, look at this chemistry on this team. They don't have it. I don't know what chemistry. I don't know where that chemistry went.
I think we said it
From the
last game.
second half of
We
last
said it
season.
last game when Collins was coming off the bench. We said it the game before that when we beat Chicago.
We had
Like, come
chemistry.
on.
Right. That's
We
what I'm
don't
saying.
need
So we
JC.
get it. We get, bro. I don't care about Jay. You keep saying that. I don't care, bro. I'm
He's
telling
an
you
asset
this.
we can
I'm
trade.
telling you. Well, guess what?
Everyone.
Yo, GM didn't do it. And
Yeah,
I'm
we need
telling
to
you,
find something.
I think
I'd rather have
they
Marvin Bagley
I
than
think
It's deeper than that.
I'd rather have
Emma.
Marvin Bagley than
I
JC.
think-
Deeper than that.
I think they had a plan. I think Travis Lee and Collins' agent talked at the beginning of the last year and
That
had a
makes no
plan set up.
sense.
Bro,
But-
then why he didn't trade him?
But let me tell you, because I don't think that him extending Collins, I don't think that it hampered us. He can be traded now. He's a bigger
Then why
salary.
he hasn't he
He got too much
traded
money.
him?
He's a
He gave him too much money.
Why
He gave him
hasn't
too
he
much money.
traded him? Y'all keep saying he could do that, but he ain't
Because-
doing it.
because we haven't gotten a good enough offer for John. It's deeper than
Nah,
just
bro.
trading players.
We
No.
just almost traded for Ben
No.
Simmons.
It's addition by subtraction.
No.
I would have enjoyed trading JC and one of these guys for Ben Simmons and Tobias Harris. I'll just say that I would have
I'm not
overpaid for
taking
Harris.
Tobias Harris.
I would have
contract.
overpaid for
Nope.
him. Harris ain't bad. At least you know what you're going to get for him. 15 and 5, a boring ass jump
15
shot.
15 and 5 ain't worth $40 million.
I know, but it's so efficient and it's so effective in the game, and he's such a good basketball player. There's other times.
Go ahead, analyst.
I was gonna say a couple weeks ago, I asked you your asking price for John Collins, and you told me. And actually, Rashard and I, and we were trying to. All I'm trying to say is, look, trades are exciting, but look, all I'm trying to say is, look, we cannot just make trades. Like, if anything, John Collins, like, I don't know what his numbers. I don't know what his salary was when
5 for 123 or something. I don't even know.
What is that going to get you in a trade? I mean, now that John Collins is making what I think 23 a year. He's a
25 a year.
Teams want him, but we're not going to just give. Oh, well, you want him? Okay, well, we'll settle for this. We haven't done that. We have not done that. At least not with this front office and not with this ownership.
JC plus a first round pick or two. Come on, what team's going to give that
that's
up?
very valuable. But let me tell you this: we are not just we don't settle for, at least for right now, with our key guys. We're not just selling. Say, well, I'll trade this. Like I saw something like we weren't going to trade like Collins for like Dorian Finney-Smith, Maxey Clear. Like we weren't doing that.
That would have been a great trade to me because they offered 2 first rounders. They offered 2 first rounders with it.
Yeah,
you
but
get a stretch 5.
Who
get 2 shooters.
Who Finney-Smith play for?
Dallas.
For Dallas.
Guess what them picks was gonna be
at the bottom of the bottom of the draft.
They'd have been in the 20s. So no, them picks ain't.
And we got Jalen Johnson with them, and Quentin Grimes was with the 35. And what are you trying to say?
Quentin Grimes is a baller.
We got a new Hawks fan. Hey, listen up, guys. We got a new Hawks fan up here. First time on our Hawk. We talk Hawks. IG salute. Salute. So what we call it? We calling you the ATL. Hold on, that's VA. Is that VA ATL GM?
It's V for virtual.
Okay. Tap in with the virtual Atlanta GM. First time up here, baby. Let's give him a salute, family. Give him a salute real quick, man.
Salute,
Welcome aboard.
Hey.
What's your thought? I'm sure you heard me complaining and arguing
already.
I just want to say, man, I've been a Hawks fan. I've been a Hawks fan all my life, so I can kind of relate to what you just said. And thank you for letting me get on the show. I think you guys are doing a great job. I don't see too many Hawks outlets like this. So yeah,
salute that. Yeah, salute that. So what's your thoughts on tonight's game, man? Then after your thoughts, we'll go into the tonight's player ratings.
Well, if everybody see my page later on, I'm not a John Collins. I mean, I like John Collins, but it's like Matt Ryan. It's like a Matt Ryan situation. He's a good player, but he's not worth $120 million. And that hurts you. You know what I'm saying? And nobody wanted to sign him in the offseason. So I'm not trying to like pound John Collins. I just think that we had a chance to take it to the next level.
Exactly.
We could have got two players,
Mm-hmm.
two defensive players, I mean, or something, at that, who can spot up, shoot threes. But what you guys were saying, with Gallo, I thought we played better with Gallo.
Hey, Gallo over Collins. It's official. After tonight, it's Gallo over Collins for me.
It just seemed like it was a better fit for everybody else.
Yep.
I don't know. It's something's not right.
We have no low post presence.
Gallo gives you
presence.
Gallo gives you he gives you he has multiple ways to score the ball. So in my opinion, I think Gallo's one of those players. It's very difficult to guard him because you can't put nobody, you can't bullshit with him because he a scorer. Mm-hmm. You can't put nobody small because he's just gonna take you to the post. You still gotta respect him out there at the 3-point line. So I mean, Gallo, besides Trae Young, is probably one of the few players on our team you could really sit here and say like he can score at every level on the court. And
he's dunking the ball more this year.
And we don't have a lot of players who can do that. Sure, Collins can. He got the little face up and he got the three, but he don't play the post.
Yeah, but when Collins takes the shot,
hold up, Lou, hold up. Before I lose my, because I be losing my train of thought sometimes. Because I'm getting old, bro. Capella, he don't give you nothing on the offensive side of the ball. You can't throw him the ball. So so on the offensive side, it's like playing 4-on-5. Okay. We don't know who is. First of all, is he gonna show up? You know what I'm saying? Because he missed tons of games. Okay, then when he show up, which Dre you gonna get? The one from last night? 2 games ago, or the one? What was that game? Was that the Bulls game when he looked like he didn't feel like playing basketball that night? So
well, the Bulls game he went out.
I will say this. We did look good with Lou. With Gallo. I'm not gonna sit here in front.
There's basketball players, there's people that play basketball, and then there's athletes that are pretty good at playing basketball. And JC is an athlete that's pretty good at playing basketball, but when he gets it on the low block, you don't know what's going to happen.
But let me tell you the difference, man. There's a vibe. I'd rather be an athlete that play ball because the only difference is I can learn the game. You don't learn to get athletic. Okay, you're gonna have limitations to your
John Collins praises.
You could take a John Collins. Let me tell you something about Collins, man.
Praise him.
Collins came into the league when he came on a team. He had no game. He's added something to his game every season.
Year.
Okay,
but this last year,
but he definitely added too
because he only is adding.
And we should have traded him to building up team.
Because in my opinion, he's only adding what the coach and the GM expecting from him. Because remember, I'm gonna tell you what. Let me get this thought out.
As a man, Damon, that I know you are. That's
weak. Let me get this thought out. Let me get this thought out real quick, Rashad. Under Lloyd Pierce, Collins never shot the 3 until that final last year we fired Lloyd Pierce. He never shot the 3.
Yeah.
But they told him we need you to stretch the floor. Why? Yeah. So you can open it up for Trey. Okay. And this before we got Capella. So he added the 3 to his game. I think if Nate or the GM, when they do their little exit interview and say, Colin, this is what we need from you. Because let's be real, Gallo probably gonna be gone. Okay, because of his contract.
I hope not. He's better than John Collins.
He gonna be easy to move. He gonna be easy to move.
They're gonna have to get rid of one of them.
And he's an older player.
And
so,
I think he got a team.
If you get rid of him, you got to bring in somebody like Sabonis. Like, there's no way.
Go ahead. Go ahead, GM.
Well, hey, I'm gonna ask all you 4, and everybody else watching, because we Hawks fan, we're passionate. I can feel it. So, what does Gallo? Let's look at it for real. What does Gallo have that John Collins don't have right now?
He playmates. He understands. So, and this was my pushback on what you said in my handles. But this is my pushback on what you said at the beginning of the year. Right. Collins recognized it. Nate McMillan recognized it. You listen to the interview where John Collins said he wants to develop his game to be more of a playmaker like Jokic.
Right.
They asked him to do that, and they tried to play through him in stretches at the beginning of the year, and it didn't work.
He's just not good enough.
Yeah,
Bro,
he doesn't understand. Like Lou said,
he just said, Rashad, he just said that a couple weeks ago, bro. He didn't
no,
say
he
that
said
at
that at
the
the
beginning
beginning
of the
of the
season.
year. That
No,
was the
because he
beginning of
just
the year.
no, that was the interview with what's the female
With
beat
JJ
writer?
Redick. With JJ
Sarah
Redick.
Spencer.
He did it with Sarah Spencer and JJ Redick, bro. The JJ Redick podcast just came out in 2022, bro. He didn't drop that. That wasn't
when
at
did I
the
see
beginning of
that?
the year. Go back on YouTube and look it up. I
I saw
watched
that
it.
in January.
Right, not the beginning of the year. Are you talking about the year 2022? Or
Well,
you talking
I
about
mean,
the season?
the season don't start to Christmas, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, stop it.
That's
Stop it.
how
But you
football
don't.
fans be.
But you only add to your game in the off season.
No, at the beginning of the year before Christmas, they tried to play through him a few times. You can watch it. They tried to play him from the high post.
From the
They
high
tried
post.
to play through him, and
Bro.
he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it.
How many times they did that, man?
They couldn't do it a lot
They
because
did.
they
Listen,
couldn't do
hey,
it.
Rashad. They did it. They did it so much. They did it so much that John Collins was complaining about his usage. Come on,
No,
man.
by the
Hey,
end of
am I?
Well, let me say.
Am I right or wrong?
It
Though?
was
What
after
you got,
the bet
analyst?
didn't work.
What you got, analyst? And then we're gonna go to you, GM, because GM got something to say. I could tell.
I hate to do this, but I gotta do it because I can't get over this. I'm not going. Look.
Yeah, go look. When you say look, he finna say something serious, y'all.
By the way, I'm in Denver, everybody, so it's all good.
I can't get my. Listen, if us as Hawks fans want high all-star caliber players, then why are we talking about trading Collins for role players? That's what Daryl Morey. That's what Daryl Morey refused to do with Ben Simmons. He understood that if he traded Ben Simmons for role, then let me tell you, depth is always good. But we talk about all-star. We are not the type of franchise anymore. We're not the type of franchise to mortgage our future. We're not the type of franchise to go out here and just make lateral trades with our core players. So let's just say we would have traded John Collins for what, Dorian Finney-Smith and Max Kleber, who's injured right now. Dorian Finney-Smith
and 2 first rounders
that have no value. Anyways, Dorian Finney-Smith is not. He's okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure Mavericks fans are going to be getting on their GM for extended him. He's okay. He didn't help us win. So
hold up, because he from my hometown. So I love
look,
that guy.
well, that doesn't make him good. That doesn't make him good. The point I'm trying to drive across is, and I actually want to hear what everyone has to say on this. If we want all-star caliber players, then why are we settling for our core players to be traded for practically nothing and 2 first-round picks? I didn't even know they could trade 2 first-round picks. They have restrictions on their picks like crazy.
I'm not so.
Hold on. Go ahead. GM.
I'm so glad. Thank you. I'm so glad.
Go ahead, GM.
And I'm sorry, Tim. I know he wanted to respond. I'll be real quick.
I
really want to answer that.
I'll forget by then. Don't worry about it.
Hey, the answer to that question from my point of view, John Collins is not a superstar.
Right.
That's one thing. That's
Period.
one thing. So now he has somebody made a point. His contract is worth trading. You're able to trade him because he has 120 million.
Yep.
So hey,
100 next year.
After you gotta have a rebuttal.
So now I'm with my guy up here. Hey,
Lou.
Lou?
Yeah.
Is Lou right? Okay.
Yeah.
So like Lou Williams. But yeah, I'm with him. He said he made something earlier. Trade, and we want to win a championship.
Yeah, I want championship.
Trade him if somebody have 1 year left on their contract as a shooting guard, and he can score.
Eric Gordon,
and he has the same salary as John Collins. I'm with that.
Yeah.
Hey, so would you? So what you're saying is, hold on, and I'll let you go, analyst. So what you're saying, GM, is I'm just hypothetically speaking. Say, I don't know, damn, I want to say a name, but some of the names would be too easy.
What's
but
the guy in Minnesota?
say
Well,
so
this is
say
my
a Zach
rebuttal.
Levine. Say a Zach Levine.
Oh,
We should have gone after him, but before Chicago did. But listen, I was
So-
yelling at us to do that. But let me go
So
after
GM, so
let me
GM,
go-
hold up,
real
Blue.
quick.
Now let you go. Hold up, Blue.
Okay.
So GM, so you would trade for a Zach Levine type baller with just 1 year left on his deal, and he told you this. He said, "If you trade for me, GM, I'm not signing my extension. I'ma still entertain free agency because you said sign a guy on a 1 year deal. So if he told you that, he like, listen, I'm gonna test free agency, so I'm not signing no extension before the trade or after the trade. I'm testing free agency. Would you still make that move, GM?
Yes, no hesitation.
I feel you. I feel you, man. Because you know what?
And
I
I'm
feel
looking.
you.
I'm looking for a future Jack Levine.
Exactly. That's what. Okay, so
All
this is the point that I'm going to
for
make.
the future.
Exactly, GM, and this is the point that I'm making as my rebuttal. Is we're not the type of team that's going to go out and try to just get another superstar like this. We got to go out and get the next superstar. We got to be smart and find that player that has proven himself as something, but hasn't been either rewarded by his team or the team is not in a position to reward. We need to be effective.
We've done that. We've done that tons of times in Atlanta, and shit never works. Sorry,
when we brought in like a Joe Johnson like level where he had proven himself in Phoenix, but we outdid
Joe. I love Joe, but
yeah,
listen,
but that's the type of place that we are. But that's where we need because we have a superstar already. If we brought in a Joe Johnson to pair up with Trey, that's deadly. That's different. That's different this year.
Listen, the only way I disagree.
That hits different.
This is my pushback, Lou. I understand your point, but I'm with GM down there. Like, I don't want the next. I want to. If I'm trade, I want to trade for somebody who will start now.
Yeah.
I
want somebody. Go ahead.
No,
I'm just
saying. That's what I'm saying.
Sabonis.
I just
all day.
I was all in for Sabonis.
Go ahead, analyst. Go ahead, analyst.
And you know, Travis tried to trade for Sabonis back in 2017 or 2018, I believe, but in the end, declined his offer. And that's what I mean. But let me tell you, my rebuttal to GM was, listen, I actually agree with going after superstar, but what I'm saying is that, okay, so what you're trying to tell me is, and I don't want to hear Travis that you signed this guy to a near max extension, and you're telling me that his value is role players in your eyes. That tells me that if that was the case, I would have just let him walk. And call me crazy. You can say what?
Let me get in here.
Exactly. I was there too.
Let me get in here. Can I get in here?
Gallo. I would have played Gallo all year. Gallo over Collins all day.
Now, go ahead, Rashad. Rashad.
So two things. One is you have to understand, and that's why I know it was a trade rumor, so it wasn't real. But what I saw, what the trade rumor was for Dallas, I really liked, and here's why: draft picks are like cash in the NBA. So you can say like cash is worthless until you buy shit. You know what I mean? And that's the one thing. So the 2 draft picks to me was good. The problem with saying we need to hold on to Collins and trade for a superstar as if like Daryl Morey did for Ben Simmons is Ben Simmons was a 3-time All-Star. A 1-time All-NBA, a 2-time defensive All-NBA players, and he never missed the fucking playoffs a day in his life as a professional, as an NBA player. Collins is the exact opposite of him. We cannot get a superstar for Collins, so we have to get off of the contract, and so we have to trade him for assets.
Well, not necessarily, Rashad, because go ahead.
Go ahead.
Not necessarily, bro, because what GM said was this. He said Collins' contract puts you in position to trade not just him straight up, obviously, but his contract at $25 million per season puts you up there to trade for those superstars because the star players are making 40. 35, 40 million. So you use Collins' contract as just part of the deal. So that 25.
I'm not Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that he was wrong for signing Collins. I'm not saying that he was wrong for signing Collins. I think that was the right thing to do. I think he paid him a little too much, and because we're not winning, you can't get rid of him. Now, if we're winning, if we were the 6th seed, you can get rid of Collins this offseason. You know what I'm saying? But because we're not going to be able to.
No, not necessarily. Well, if I'm the 6th seed, why would I trade one of my starters? That's to me hustling back. That's hustling
recent history.
Hold up, Lou. Unless I'm trading for a player that's flat out just better than the guy that I have now. If he's not flat out better than the guy that I have, I'm not trading him. I'm not going to downgrade him. But it doesn't matter when it comes to trades about winning. Winning doesn't play a factor in trades when you trade in personnel, because I don't care if, say, I'll use Zion. I don't care if Zion only won one game his whole career. Can he hoop? If he can hoop, I'll take him. I don't care how many games he won. And now winning affects attracting free agents. You're not going to get no good free agents that come play for you. And if you do, you're going to have to overpay because you don't win. But winning doesn't take your value down. You know what I'm saying? What takes your value down is when teams know you don't want to be there.
But winning takes your value up.
But recent history, and even our history, when that 60-win team, we were a sum of our parts. When Bud was here, they were all effective at something. T could drive, Corver could shoot, Paul had low post game. Like everybody played a role, and they put it together. So right now, when you have a player like Trae Young, who's just proven himself in the league, all you have to do is go and do that with the rest of the starters. It's just like with Allen Iverson at this point. Go get the guys that are effective at doing something. They went out and grabbed Mutombo. They went out and grabbed they took a sacrifice and they got an Eric McDyess who could do different things. You know, like they just got the right team together around him.
Went to one finals. Listen, I'm trying to be like LeBron James. I want multiple final appearances.
Got to get one before you can get two.
I want to say. I want to say this. I agree 100% with what GM said, and I agree. Listen, I was going to tell you, it wasn't so much about Collins' contract, and I went back to Collins' contract being able to match and stuff. All of that was a big factor. The fact that we as an organization, probably rightfully so, signed him to this contract, showing our commitment to the contract says that you can be Trae Young's number 2. We're not going to just trade John Collins for, we'll settle for this. No, it's not no settling when it comes down to players like this. You have to demand what you want. And if you do not get it, then you just have to stick with what you got. That's what the Sixers did. And I'm glad that I said that, because what you said about Ben Simmons. The thing is with Ben Simmons is that you said all those great things about Ben Simmons. Right. But the thing with John Collins is John Collins arguably is our Ben Simmons to Trae Young.
Collins is out. He's out. Danny Green. Collins is out. Shake Milton.
Analyst. And I was about to mute you.
If Collins had as much attitude on the court as he had in press conferences, we would be legit, because we would have a true number 2. But he is not a true number 2. And we should have identified that during the offseason of last year and made the moves then.
And that's what I said, Lou. I've been saying that.
Travis Schlenk's job is dependent on what he does this offseason. He's in a hot seat for me.
And I'm telling you, he's not going to do nothing. No, let me change that. He's not going to do nothing major. Go ahead, GM.
Hit a thumbs up and share.
That Ben Simmons. At first, I was like, I don't know. But now, as the trade deadline got closer, I started thinking, now the Knicks got him. But I was like, man, can you imagine?
I've said that before.
The guy can play defense. He's 6'11".
He's perfect for. He's a great Batman for Trey.
He's a slasher. He's a slasher.
He would have been perfect for Trey.
He can do this.
Yeah.
They need another dribbler at the
You know what? If we would have got Ben Simmons, I think
I would have taken Tobias Harris for Ben Simmons.
Our only issue would have been, what is Trey going to do now? Because he could be off ball now
all day long. Imagine him running around.
You could have Trey doing, because he, like I said, he demands so much attention. You can have him just running around, just being a decoy if you wanted to. Now,
that's why. Here's what I think. Here's what I propose. This is who I say we go after is Michael Porter Jr.
You're not getting him. He just signed a max deal, man. He ain't going nowhere.
You don't think so?
What?
He might be injury pro. They might look at him as an injury issue.
And we don't want him.
Lou, then why would Denver give him a max contract?
We don't want him.
They gave him a max contract last year, man. He signed his like right around the same time that Trey signed his.
I think we should. I know, but in 2 years he's up, right?
He's playing like 2 games.
I mean, don't get me wrong. He can still be traded, but I'm saying that would be silly for Denver to sign a young talent to a max deal and then trade him. And he was just injured.
Michael Porter Jr.
They like each other.
I was gonna say him and Trey best friends.
Friends.
He only play. He didn't play. He didn't play a lot. I want someone who's gonna play. That's why I like for a minute there I was like dying for Anthony Davis, but I was like, no, you got injured again. No, I don't want you. I don't want someone who's gonna play a little under half the season or half the season. I don't want someone who's gonna do that. I want.
Would you bring in Westbrook?
No.
All day. Right now,
I ain't lying, man. I ain't even lying, bro. I think about it hard, bro.
$47 million.
Yeah,
no,
I love Westbrook.
$47
I would see, because I think the Lakers just don't use them correctly, man.
$47 million.
How can you use it correctly when he's hitting it off the top of the backboard, though? Come on, now,
bro.
You got to raise the rim.
But let's say this though. But am I wrong? No, you can look at Westbrook's past years, man. He puts the numbers up. But I mean,
$7 million.
But he's still an aggressive driver.
But the 47 million be only 1 year though. It's only 1 year.
And I'm gonna tell you
he's
this.
off the books.
And then I'm gonna tell you this.
I mean, I kick the tires on him.
What you're gonna give up for Westbrook? You would probably be better off with keeping what you got.
I ain't giving the Lakers shit because I'm doing them a favor.
Collins, Bogey, Gallo.
I'm not giving them all that, man. I ain't giving them all that. I'm giving them some bullshit because let me tell you,
Skyler.
Watch this though. Watch this, analyst. But watch this, analyst. Watch this. Westbrook is a liability for the Lakers, so you don't offer the Lakers good shit. The Lakers, you know what the Lakers?
I know. I said that a long time ago, Mark Jackson.
You know what the Lakers need that they don't have? They need fucking picks. They have no first round picks to trade to improve the roster. They looking for young talent and some picks so they can take those picks and try to flip them into more better veteran players. I'm not giving them.
I got a question. Would you demote Collins for Gallo?
I would.
You can't.
Next game.
Yeah, you can't, bro. You can't. It's the same reason why you see Westbrook ain't on the bench, do you?
Exactly. Everyone was like, "Bitch, Westbrook." That's not gonna happen.
And you know go ahead. And
Westbrook make double though.
I was gonna say the same way we're not benching Collins for Gallo. It's the same way we're not gonna trade Collins for just anything. And here's the thing. I hate to keep going back to it, but my only point was, and I think that GM. I know that you all kind of got upset when I said that John was our Ben, but salary wise, yes. When you look at the salaries, Trey and then John, it's like, okay, John, you're expected to be this second guy. And I'm sorry, I don't care if he's not doing it or not. I don't care if John Collins is averaging 3 points and a rebound. I am not trading John Collins or anyone who is making that money that I signed, that I showed that commitment to, for him to do this, and he's not doing it. I'm sorry, or he's not getting the job done, because I think John Collins is one of those places where he's not the problem, but he's not the answer. I think that if you're going to look at any trade, you have to weigh, all right, if I give up all this player has to be the player. And this is, and I hate to sound like Daryl Morey, but just the same that you listen to him all these times when he talked about Ben Simmons, he said this trade has to be the one for Joel. If we're talking about trading John Collins, we just can't mess around and say, oh, well, we'll trade John Collins for this and that. No, the trade has to be the one to get, because John Collins is one of our highest draft pieces, along with 3 first-round picks we had this year. So we just can't mess around and just test the waters and see what we can get and say, okay, well, we'll settle for this. No,
and Jalen Johnson, right? Jalen Johnson's a piece too.
Can I ask you guys? I want to propose a trade. Just a player. I love this player, but I don't know if he would fit or not.
Go ahead.
Kyle Kuzma. Do y'all think Kuzma?
I love him.
Do y'all think Kuzma would be able? Because he's one of my favorite players. I watch this game grow. I go to the summer league every year, me and my pops, and he stood out so much his summer league year. His development, to me, I was looking at him when we were playing him, and I was like, it's like
he's so cool and confident in himself.
Wait, Rashad, for who?
But he's extended his game to playmaking, and he's extended his ability to play on the perimeter as a defender.
He's like a mini Ben Simmons with skills.
Hey, my boy. Hey, my boy, the one that trained him this summer. He trained him this summer.
He looks great, man. I would take him in a heartbeat. I was telling the chat the other day about him.
He kept posting pictures of him and Kuzma training, and I was like, man, that dude's sorry. I said, man, that dude's sorry. He said, hey, watch this season. He gonna kill it.
Kuzma was killing. He couldn't play with LeBron. Can't nobody play with LeBron.
That trade looks really stupid right now for them to have traded KCP and all those players. Like, that was a lot to give up for Westbrook.
So what's your proposal, Rashad?
See, that's
I would do. Well, Kuz is he got an option this year. He can opt out.
Yeah.
So so we can probably get him in a signing trade, or we can just ship Collins out and just sign him outright. He got an option.
Yeah,
in a heartbeat.
What's your proposal? Or you could sign him outright and just pay the tax.
I think you could, what I would do is I would see if I could sign him outright, unless he want to do the Wizards like a solid and say, then we just swapping. I'm like, look, y'all take Collins, we'll get Kuz, and I'll probably try to get KCP or one of their guards in, or one of their shooters in.
If I'm trading Collins to Washington, because I don't know how accurate the rumors were, but there was a lot of rumors from a lot of different sources that Washington was interested in Collins. If and they already said that Kuzma was off the table, so I think that's one of the factors. Look, if the Wizards want Collins, it's going to cost them Kuzma, Hachimura, and at least 3 first-round draft picks.
You're not getting none of that, bro.
You ain't getting that, bro.
Bro, they're gonna laugh at you, man. First of all, they're not gonna give up Kuzma and Hachimura. But it's like
no sense. You're not getting them.
And then they're not gonna give you 3 first round picks. They're not gonna give you that, man.
What you could do is a lot of people.
Give up our picks.
Go ahead, GM. Go ahead, GM.
Excuse me about that. A lot of people are forgetting that John Collins was 19. We let him test the free agency for a little while because he wanted the match. So what happened? You know what I'm saying? What happened? Why the teams didn't sign him? I was waiting for him to get signed.
I feel like if Dallas had the cap room, they would have signed him.
Oh, it could have been that.
Plus, he was restricted.
I think we could have gotten him for 20 a year.
They could have did any team could have did a sign and trade for Collins too if they wanted.
Hey, fellas, let me get up out of here, man. Let me get up out of here. I gotta go spend some time with the old lady, man.
Yeah,
it was fun, man. I'll let y'all.
All right, salute. Yeah, my wife just got home too, so I'm about to get off here too.
I guess that means the show's over.
what I wanted to say is the funny thing is this. So I'm telling you, man, this is how I know, bro, that this was set up from the jump. If they let Collins test free agency, and no team made an offer like we did, like we gave him, then why the hell did we give him so much money?
Because we too nice. He was giving away money last year.
Because I'm telling you, because it's set up, bro. I'm telling you, I think they worked out a deal. I think Travis Link talked to Collins' agent at the beginning of the year.
Which
and they came up with these
most
numbers.
agents do.
If you do this and you do that, I'll give you the money. Because check it, he goes to free agency, right? And these teams say, you know what? I'll give you 4 years, $100 million, right? That's still 25 million, right? And matter of fact, watch this. What if they came and said his highest offer was 4 years, 80 million?
That's what I would have offered.
Yeah, if they offered him 4 years, 80 million, and he's turned that down, then why the hell would we come back and say, "Oh, you turned that down"? Well, guess what? We're gonna give you 125. Like that don't make sense.
We still didn't give him what he asked for.
Yeah, but what I'm saying
and
is,
we knew he was a limited player, though. That's
did we overpay at 25 million?
Yes,
but at the time, Lou, I don't know if you were saying that in defensive at the time he was still 23. But let me tell you this, and I still don't understand why we're talking about him and Travis and his agent having negotiations. I only think that it helped his trade value because especially if you have a GM like the Daryl Morris and the Travis Links and the great GMs out there who will stand firm and not just give up Collins for nothing. Why do you think we didn't trade Collins at the trade deadline? Why do you think we didn't trade Collins in the offseason?
My thing is Collins has proven to be nothing.
Hey, analyst, you see that? Look,
yeah,
read the screen. Read the screen.
I responded.
Yeah, nay.
I responded in the chat, and it would be yes. I would take the trade.
What? You would trade your boy? That's your boy.
Yeah.
No, I'm a Herder fan too, man.
Yeah, and
actually, he didn't play this game.
Yeah, he didn't play tonight. He was that shoulder injury.
You know what, GM? I'm on trade machine all day. I've always, except for Trae Young, I've always traded everyone except for Kevin Herter, and because I don't know, I just like him. But
that's analyst boy right there. Herter can do no wrong.
If you're putting a deal like that out there, Kuzma for Herter, I would have to swallow that pill and say, you know what, let's do it.
Hey guys, I gotta wrap it up. Damn, that 2 hours. 2 hours? Good grief! Yeah, I gotta wrap.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Hey, we appreciate you, GM. Hey, anytime, bro. We do post game live after every game. Come on.
So you muted me, man. You muted me, huh?
I didn't mute you. What are you talking about?
Earlier in the show, you muted me.
Oh, that was just payback because you done muted me a couple times on the NPC podcast. So
I see how that is.
Hey, I see why you do it because that shit's hilarious.
Dude, you see how many times I want to do it and I don't.
Hey, family, thank you for tapping in, Hawks fans. You know we appreciate the support, man. Salute to the chat. Salute to my boy, analyst Lou, GM up in the building. And like I said, guys, this channel's for the fans. If you want to come on, y'all see I dropped the link. Hey, just follow the link and tap in. Come say what you got to say. You feel me? But got to cut it short. Your boy got things to do. I got a trip to make. Got to go to Mars. So y'all know what time that is. I'm finna go join Lou. But hey guys,
you gonna use the flick wig?
Yeah. I appreciate everybody coming into the chat. We're gonna start off with GM. GM, you got any last words, anything you want to promote before we sign off?
Appreciate it. You can catch me on the ATL GM channel and I just say, man, we supposed to be. I just say this last thing: if the Atlanta Hawks supposed to be the Golden State 2.0, then we gotta look at those type of players and see are we lacking a shooting guard? Are we lacking this? Do we have the center that they have? So I just say that, And
hey, GM, drop your website. Drop the link in the chat if you can.
Yeah, okay, if you could also put it in if you want to put in the YouTube chat and the private chat, because I know sometimes on YouTube, if one of the actual viewers drop a link, it's not only that you guys click on it, you have to copy and paste and stuff like that.
Okay. See, that's why we got the young boy analyst up here, know all the technical stuff, which is dope because you got analyst. He's our youngest person, I think, so far, because I think analyst, you 14, right?
Intergenerational up in here.
But yeah, that's and you know what? Wow. I like it. I'm over here babbling. I like it because you get different perspectives. Like analyst, he's so he new to the Hawks, and then you got us three who've been through hell and high waters with these idiots, especially anybody who's around. Whoever's around. Hey, if you was a Hawks fan back in 2000, you a real one. Okay?
Hey,
Yeah,
Hey, I
after
was
Boogie
watching
Blaylock and
this. I was watching this clip.
Rivers.
I was watching this clip I sent them, and it was of Kevin Willis, and all of a sudden Bob Weiss popped out, and I was like,
Bob White,
Smith,
John
Steve Smith.
Concat. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, we done had some. You know what's so funny? Before I get out of here, we had some pretty good talent. We just can't never get them all on one team at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
never do
But,
it all at once.
Analyst, you get any last words? Oh, make sure y'all tap in with Analyst. You know he got his own YouTube channel. He posts every day. So make sure y'all tap in with him. You got anything to add there, Analyst?
Nope. You know what? We gotta move. We gotta move on.
Okay.
We gotta move. I say it after every loss. We gotta move on next game. I feel like that we underestimated these guys. I said in my pregame that these guys, I said we should be able to win, but I said they've been playing really good basketball lately, and I guess we didn't take big enough middle mistakes on the whole, on everyone. So we gotta move on to Milwaukee, who we beat twice this season. We gotta move on to looking how to play against them.
Tap in there with my guy Lou Starski. Anything to add before we sign off, my guy?
I just gotta say, other than definitely watch the show on Wednesday. We're making a comeback.
Hey, drop that link in the chat if you can.
I definitely will. You can watch us through Facebook or YouTube. But my thing is this: is the Hawks are in a tough position because as a basketball person, it's Gallinari should be our starter. John Collins should be coming off our bench. But what that does for our offseason is that it demotes his value. So we're in a tough position where we have to either fake an injury for him or start him. And I think I think at some points, we're going to have to play Gallo sometimes late when we're in close games, because it's not about athleticism at that point. It's about making proper basketball reads and being able to know that beforehand.
And putting the ball in the hole.
And putting the ball in the hole. And I just think like someone who's as polished as Gallo just gives us that alternative when when it's late in the game and we have a slower pace game. It shows that the Hawks need the low post presence on this team. We can't have two running and jumping guys that have no skills down low. And that's what I gotta say about the Hawks the last.
Facts, can't disagree with that. And it's your boy, it's your host, your loyal servant out of here. Hey, thanks for tapping in, family. I really appreciate the support. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we can continue to grow the channel and just keep it popping from here. But hey, all that stuff I said at the beginning, guys, listen. When we lose, I'm upset. Like these I'm like,
it hurts.
I'm emotionally attached to the Hawks, man. So
I couldn't even come on the last couple of days.
Yeah, like when they lose, like tomorrow, I'm not gonna watch no sports shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's talking about the Hawks and none of that shit. So yes, at the beginning, I'm a little hot-headed, I'm a little emotional, but it is what it is. Because at the end of the day, I want us to win a championship. You know what I'm saying? Before I die, okay. And when you've been rooting for a team this long, and we ain't won nothing, and we only been to 2 conference finals, and it took us 40 some years. Wait, 40? Wait, the Hawks moved to Atlanta.
And we got 2 wins in those mugs,
and we just got our first wins last year in the conference finals. Okay, so
yeah,
my patience is real thin, like with moral victories and shit like that. So,
I can imagine, because 9 years is brutal for me. So I can only imagine you got 18, 20,
it'll
decades after the Steve Smith, Mutombo, Mookie Blaylock era.
I got a question. How young are you? Were you watching them and then we traded Dominique, or was this after you and you came in with Joe Johnson and all these other guys?
Who you talking to? Analysts?
Yeah.
Oh no,
that's a heart ripping out.
I started with the 10-11 team.
Okay. Yeah. So it definitely wasn't.
We was in the middle of a playoff run then.
Yeah.
Because we just made the playoffs 08. Yep. That's when we beat Boston.
Yeah, that's how I'm judging people from now.
Boston, but that's when we took Boston 7 games.
Old Testament or New Testament? Okay, he's New Testament.
Yeah, but thank you, family, for tapping in. It's your boy. We're going to get up out of here. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe. Check out everybody's YouTube channel. Don't forget to tap in with me and my boy Lou on Wednesday we have the new pack rap.
Hmm.
So come tap in. I think we're supposed to make it play on my YouTube channel, on this channel also. That's what we was talking about, right, Lou?
That's
Where
right.
it's set up. Yeah. So we're gonna work out the logistics on that. So that'll be up here or on Lou's page. It's in the Facebook group New Pack City. If you're not part of that group, come join that group. That's where me and Lou usually be hanging out at in the middle of the day. But
Talking
like I
all
said,
sports.
yeah, but really appreciate the support, family. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we can start stacking some, conference finals and finals conversations up in here in the future. And shout out once again, salute to the chat and salute to my guy GM. Love it when new Hawks fans
Hell
come up
yeah.
here
Especially ones as smooth as him.
and give realistic opinions. Don't coming up here. We're missing out. My boy JR, who's usually in the building. He must be high tonight. So he must decide not to come on. He was blowed the other night. He couldn't even talk. He just like And shout out Rashad for being here. And I don't think I see anybody else who come up here in the chat. Shout out my boy Drummer Boy who always putting us on. But yeah, family, and shout out DJ Incog. Always bring it the negative/good, depending on how you want to look at his quotes. So thank you for tapping in, guys. And we're gonna end this. We're out. Catch